they want to do.
I've gone to collect the prickly cactus.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's all my grapes.
You're out of grapes?
Out of grapes.
All right. Canera, you leave.
Yeah, goodbye.
End of story. You head down and it's kind of quiet and serene. You're just on your own. You're stripped a bit of armor.
The safest way to travel.
Yeah. You're feeling really secure in how exposed you are. Ugh, damn it. Let me draw up a little. It's not that important, but just... Oops, I'm drawing on the GM layer. Can you see this? Check this out.
Yes.
You're making your way down to the ravine, and it's a serene ravine. There's a couple waterfalls coming out of the ground next to it. It opens up, and you can see a broader waterfall and a reservoir and a basin at the end, but it's not a steep drop or anything. Your precious, fucking important cactus, Jack, is kind of bunched up in groups. That one's not very circular.
It's probably the good one.
At the end, yeah, you want that one. The one's fucked up. And yeah, they're there.
Alright. Kanera will make her way down the ravine. And unless there's any particular issue in me getting to them directly, she would make her way toward them.
No, they're sitting out there, but you can just roll your notice while you're out there plucking it.
I think Dio's gonna show up.
Dio!
You thought it was an elk, but it was me, Dio.
I didn't think that.
Well,
Thinking it now, aren't you?
Oh!
You're talking about it. Alright. What you can see, you see animals in the distance. Their silhouettes poking through the trees and the rush of the waterfalls nearby and in the distance. And you can see evidence of just like the wildlife that passes through, and it's not all, harmless elks. You get an idea for why people aren't down here. There's the occasional carcass that you've seen on your way, and claw marks and beetle prints. Although that's not immediately alarming, because this is roughly where they get them from. I mean, at least a moonpox in general. The basalt's finally back. We're paying that off.
Wow. Wow. Deep cut.
Made you wait just long enough that you forgot. Now we're paying it off.
Homage.
I should have pinged it.
Other than that, nothing murders you while you're collecting. You get one underhand.
Picking one up, putting it underhand. Maybe even taking a quiet moment to admire the waterfall in that way that Canera does with a frown.
Lovely.
This is beautiful. I guess there's no real other issue. She would just start making her way back.
Yes. You're able to turn, and the guy in the bush with that knife that you didn't see immediately starts stalking out after you. Like cartoon, like she's barely turned
Wait.
around before he's like speed running it up to her.
He's like, you were supposed to walk further forward.
Yeah, into the knife. She returns with the designated quarry.
Oh.
She'll head up the pulley system, and she will toss it underhand to Arya. It's probably got quills on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prickly pear.
Yeah. Arya will, like, not catch it. She'll just kind of scoot out of the way as it bounds on the ground and then carefully pick it up and start ripping chunks off of it that she'll hand to
Dimitri.
Demetrius. She'll say,
As part of my creed of being his new mom, I have renamed him.
yeah. She'll say, chew it for as long as you can, but don't swallow. It'll really upset your stomach.
He pauses at that with it like lifted just to his mouth and like looks taken off, but resumes it after a moment of consideration.
Kanara will have strolled past everyone basically to finish her dress down and or cleaning and just sleeping.
Arya will just call to her. You going to pray?
Get fucked. Kanara won't respond.
Well,
That's
Good
all
night,
I got.
everyone.
Yeah,
All right.
already settled then. I'm done.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, fire crackles, eventually dies down, and let's see. Are you like measuring the specific amount of rest you guys are going for? Like Motes is keeping time.
I don't know. I don't want to travel at night. That seems like the worst fucking idea. What do you guys think?
We're pretty well hidden if you want to rest through the night.
I think rest through the night and then wake up early in the morning. I know it'll give them a lot of time to regroup, but it is night in a jungle. That seems like the worst
Tuckered out
possible.
anyway.
There you go.
He's tuckered.
It's talking.
Sean's got to go
Yeah.
to bed.
So yeah, I think we wait till dawn the next day.
It gives me a lot of time to do sweet push-ups.
Doing some prayers.
I hadn't really considered how
Some chin-ups.
kind of upsetting it is that Ostrich like cleans and cooks the elk and then sets it out for everyone. I remembered he's not partaking. He just
Yeah,
sits
that is
there and
actually
watches you
very
walk.
insensitive of us.
He made it for us, but does not eat it.
But we have to offer him something.
Thank you, chef.
I am the literal Iron Chef.
Kiss,
Fuck.
kiss his ring.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh man.
Not that
sixth
ring.
aspect.
The toe ring. Does anyone offer Ostrich some, given he just prepared it?
I mean, this would be interesting. Sure. You've gone through so much trouble preparing it. You won't partake?
Ostrich will look over at the severed head of the creature, and he'll say, "Oh, I'll be fine after everyone else is
After everyone what?
eaten."
Want to know what that means?
You don't.
Maybe. Let's see if his deceive is lower.
Yeah, it's true. He can
Zero.
roll a -1.
I don't have any.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
wow. Yeah, just kind of like nod to myself and just resume eating, I guess.
Alright, now night passes. Well, afternoon passes, and then Night passes. You guys really get to sleep in all day.
A long day.
But
Also, we traveled for 2 days. I
Yeah.
think that makes sense
That's true.
narratively.
everyone catches up on their an abundant lack of sleep with no complaint.
Can I get rid of my mild shoulder sprain from catching Arya?
When was that?
Back on Mad Cow catching Arya.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm probably one more rest cycle, and then I'll start asking about my severe.
Okay.
I feel like you got to treat those with
Yeah, respect.
Reverence.
severity, for lack of a better word.
It's infected. It's not getting better.
dangerous.
You've been checking up on those, right, Dave?
Taking your penicillin?
Because I have.
Parents were anti-vaxxers.
I can tell you.
Ugh.
Game just played itself, drop. So it's morning. It's the crack of dawn.
Good morning.
It's crack of dawn.
You hear a loud snap as dawn cracks.
And Moats is banging pots and pans. He's like, "Get
Yep.
the fuck up!"
Just kind of like bang my cane against the floor after enough people haven't woken up.
What a dick.
Yep. We've been waiting long enough. The wounds we've had have healed, and we have a long day ahead of. And then I guess I'll say, we must reach Hasara, yes, and mine, but we cannot sleep underneath its shadow. There are too many eyes up there. We'll have to hurry around once we've collected the stone. For that, I expect we need the entire day.
Here I'll say, the entire day to collect the stone.
And head north as far as we can, yes.
Kennara will nod, thinking that he had originally said, like, we'll need the entire day to collect the stone. Just the stone.
Just stone, baby.
She'll say, I would give us 24 hours to pass through the territory of Hasara. Likely they will be waiting for us on the other side. Or
Mac,
at least
what the
attempting to figure out... What? Huh?
What is this?
Yeah, for some reason it came up in my Twitter feed. I don't know why. But what's important
Wow.
about it is that she still has her underwear on.
So this is safe for work.
All right, so this is
Yeah.
porn. I'm just gonna. We can all forget about that
Yeah, but you can
I'll
like
never
share
forget.
that link to
before I get too
individual
horny and have
people.
to stop DM.
You can share it
I'm,
later, you know?
Mostly just upset that, like, she still has underwear on. What's the point
That's
of
like
that?
You
that's
gotta pay for it.
That's the free
You
version.
had to pay extra.
gotta be honest,
So, yeah.
Mac. Hentai artists have thought of this before, and it's intentional. It's not
It's
the
the
most
funniest
outlandish
shit.
thing a hentai artist ever produced.
It's just, it's just not practical.
You know what? You are right.
I'll get you guys some recommendations later. This is
What?
the tame shit.
No.
Ooh.
Good, Dave.
Oh, yeah, I probably should grab something. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, do that real quick. If you're bleeding, that takes priority.
Link
Stabbed
Kane,
himself with a knife today.
Link
Yeah.
Kane the image, and Kane, I want you to Photoshop it, censored into the dubious food image.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah, all right.
I'll
I'm
pay you
gonna go find
$50.
I'm gonna ollie oop this. Let's...
Here.
Tyler, don't come in.
So this is all for you.
Don't come
man.
in.
You giving him the link to the drawing of unit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a few minutes.
I want that for him.
Then a few minutes for the actual edit.
Fuck! Why
John,
does it
that's it.
hurt twice as much as when I fucking cut my finger? It's like
That
every
could have-
fucking skin cell pulled apart again.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I hate that this is still gonna be arguably worse than the original image. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Yeah, this is bad.
Do it!
It's bad.
Do it.
Do it!
He bade you.
All right, back in the saddle.
I really should have paused my recording for any of that at all.
Please delete all of that.
Nope. I don't know how.
We're in it.
So, you guys are fairly downwind of Hasara. To get to the point you were at, let's see. To reach the middle in a day's time, it'll probably be definitely closer to being the full day of travel, of walking on foot.
I'm sorry, just to even make it to Hasara itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so better part of a day. Gotcha.
Make it to the middle of Hasara, that middle strut where you detected Stoneleaf.
All right.
It'll take the much better part of a day, because you're going on foot across countryside.
Man, we've been here for like a month.
Yeah. It's not that easy to get around. It's medieval times in crossing a whole country.
Call an Uber.
That's a good idea.
Call an Uber.
So, although, hang on. What are you guys gonna do about the boy?
I'd probably offer to carry him if he can't walk well.
So let's see. For traveling your day, everyone roll me physiques against exhaustion. Luckily you've got your ration, so there's no penalty there. What's that, Sean? Oh wait, that's from before.
No.
Oh god.
I'm even
Cool.
worse.
We knew it was coming. Somebody
Moats
had
is
to.
sweating. He's like, is it hot in here?
So, for your day of travel, gosh. Canara has a bit of a boosted one, so taking 1 stress for having to carry the boy. You're pulling more of a load than others.
True.
Everyone else has to take stress for as far below 2 as you were.
Has what?
So, 2 is the
2 is
level,
the
so you
challenge,
take minus
so however
2.
far below you are.
Oh.
What the?
Isn't
Okay,
that
that's
what you
not what I
wanted?
asked for.
Is that what you wanted?
No!
I thought that's what you wanted.
You take the image of her and blur it and put it over the doofus food.
That's why I was so disgusted. I'm like, really?
Completely read it wrong.
I was like, you guys were so upset about the first one. I'm like, why is this better? This is my work computer. Oh, Christ.
The devil's work.
He just gets an email before stopping at your desk. Please see Cindy in HR.
This is linked to Google Drive. No.
Oh god, I'm streaming.
Done with Photoshop. Keep going.
So, yeah, it's 2.
It took 4.
Yeah, you sure did.
Is that a consequence for you?
No, thankfully.
Moat's beefed up after the spire.
Oh, no wonder Moats is always ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
Did some crunches.
Doing sit-ups.
Do some ups.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got those Spider-Man muscles. He doesn't really work for it every day. He just is now fit.
Is.
Right now he's a mess behind whoever's leading, though. Just a matted mess of hair.
Moats is just walking through the pain of the stitch in his side, Arya, you're just, winded. You're getting regular strain on you. Ostrich is kind of cooking in the sun. There's probably a smell associated with that, an indescribable
Gross.
one. Kason is being carried in a baby carriage, so he's just Baby Yoda-ing it up. And Kanera performs about as well as Arya, and then some, but is just undergoing the stress of carrying two people as usual, carrying this entire fucking team on her back.
It's her and Ostrich, let's be honest.
Wait, this is... And we're back here. No.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You went in a circle.
Oh, we need more camping, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta try again. Until you arrive here, you've passed under a few giant columns that make up the great stone archways of the bridges. Well, not a couple. Let's see. You've passed one. Yeah. And now you're here at the second one.
We made it.
Well, here we are.
In terms of how far it is to the actual town proper, or is this like a halfway point?
The town is ostensibly... This is roughly about where Kanera and Ostrich were camped out.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Like thousands of feet above you is where, they were previously when you guys took off.
Gotcha. I guess looking up from his, pained travel, he'll ask Ari, "Are we close? We have to be close."
I'd say we're friends. We're not close.
I can't even entertain that right now. Ugh.
We close with the same roll from last time.
Wow. Yeah, you do your wow, and it lights up around you. Although there's a bit of a wrinkle. It is it is above these treetops. It appears to grow high up, and it kind of stems from this column, at least in parts. There are some more distant on the periphery, but all of it has this natural growing height.
Okay. And is this roughly to scale?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Very tall.
Harry will say, we are very close. We're here, actually. The problem is it is growing very, very high up.
Of course it is.
Everything is always so difficult. I'll look up and say, I can feel the wind on my face. Are we in a clearing?
We are, yes.
It's just Kanera blowing on you.
It
You
smells
just
like
fuck with me every
wind
time.
and garlic. Is someone cooking?
Is Kanera mouth breathing?
It's best we avoid it then. This close to town, who knows who may be looking down.
Kenner will say, is there anywhere else we can get the stone? So we're more secluded.
With your geoscan, Arya, it's a couple dozen meters away. I don't know exactly what a kilometer is, that's why I'm hesitant to use it. Is it more or less than a mile?
Kilometers are less than a mile.
Yeah.
They're about, I think it's 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mile's 2.5.
Alright, got it. Okay, so about a kilometer away, I just learned that info. This way, you detect, something solid. It appears to be partly stonework and partly bound together with, wood and such, some manner of contraption that plummets directly into the Stoneleaf and actually has a platform down on the ground.
Oh.
Okay. The mining operation?
Yeah. So Arya will say, "Oh, there does appear to be a some kind of apparatus on the side of the pillar that the Stoneleaf is growing from. Looks like it may be used to mine them."
I'll say a mine would be more secluded.
She'll say, "Well, it grows vertically in the sky, and I imagine ordinarily, if you're harvesting this, you aren't being hunted by two different organizations."
Can we reach it without the assistance of this mine, lift, whatever it might be?
Right, Arya will say, "I don't know, Canara, how high can you jump?"
Canara says, I can climb. Says, but I am hesitant to do so if I am completely left exposed.
She'll say, "I think we can all agree this looks like a trap."
Yes.
She'll say, "But this is about all the Stoneleaf that I'm getting, at least for the amount of travel that we've done so far. If there's more, it's longer than that distance away."
Then we have two choices. We either gather what we can now and quickly, or we bank on the idea that the stone leaf that was sold prior is in fact headed to the spire.
They could have destroyed it.
Yes, which is why it is not a sound bet.
I aim to beat the cart. If we travel north directly through Kima.
Beat the cart on foot.
There's no way. They had no resistance. They're there by now. Whatever they wanted to do with it, they've done.
It took us a full week and a half to travel around Kima.
Hiding.
I guess, Declan, realistically, we saw those plants in the overgrowth to the north, like Kima, the blockade.
Yeah.
The trip that we took, it took like, what, a week and a half? Or was it less than that?
Did I say a week and a half at the time? There's the travel across Kima.
Yeah.
Following your route, if this is what they have to do. It's north out of Hasara, east out of... I have a map for this. Although at this point I'm remembering my territory names by heart, which is more than I had before. North out of Hasara, east out of Aswan, through Sakai, although a quick dip into the port, and then they're up.
Into Kima.
Yeah. For someone on a... Yeah, if you guys did a week and a half, about a week and a half for them.
And I know this is, I don't want it to be meta gamey, but like for my best estimate, is there any way in hell, like going straight north, we could beat that cart or no? Like, I do a lore roll to see if that's even possible to my estimations.
Yeah. You think that a straight shot, if you're able to go through here,
Yeah.
maybe if you kept the pace you had been, where you guys are busting your backs, but you're already 2 days behind, so you're not confident on anything better than a simultaneous arrival.
Okay.
And that's if all goes according to plan.
Okay. Just shake his head and say, they were here. They bought the Stoneleaf. They knew we were looking for something. And their general... He must be looking for the same thing we... If he collected all that he could, it would make sense for him to post a guard up ahead to make sure that we couldn't claim it for ourselves. It is clearly a trap. If not, even a foolish situation to walk into. Arya, or God, how do we keep doing this? Now it's infected me.
I haven't
didn't
done
do
it in a
this
minute.
until other people.
It's time for demonic
We
device.
need nicknames.
One of
now.
you has to buy a name change contract with Gems.
Yeah.
Okay. SU.
Canara, in your experience, which is the better option?
You're giving me two options, being do we take the bait or do we risk it and get there?
Yeah.
And Arya said that there was no other real place to get the stone.
As far as I can tell with the 5 lore.
Looks like there's a dozen. They're just all above the treetops. They're like clouds, essentially, to her vision.
Okay, so they're all really high up. Nope, one sec.
This is an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Yep.
He want to do his job.
God, I just opened it up again. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Link that to me.
I swear to God, I'm gonna have to do like the high schooler thing where I like change the window if somebody comes in this room.
Bring up another window.
So we have the clouds that she felt, the one that's next to the mechanism. Are these particular clouds she felt, are they within cover, like less open than this, or is it all basically in this area?
What Arya detected was where it is. She didn't like scope out like the territory.
Okay. Canara will say, in my experience, I think it would be foolish to hedge our bets on something we cannot control. Say, that being said, it is likely that they control every pocket of Stoneleaf in the area. Say, neither option is spectacular, but I believe it would be in our best interest to try to procure some before we head to the spire. Otherwise, we would be
Dead.
Dead. We would be placing our hope in someone else making a mistake.
Then we walk into the trap. We prepare for it best we can.
Say, we should try to find a pocket that is more secluded. It is the best we can do. It says, the one thing they will not expect is the child. It is our element of surprise.
Even on the thing
There
we
it
can't
is.
account for.
Thank you, Kenny.
I actually sent that to Mac privately. I'm like, Mac, don't you
Thanks,
like
buddy.
this? Isn't this good?
I made this for you.
What do you think?
I'm gonna share it with the group, but I wanted an artist's opinion.
God, Kane, this is offensive. This is disgusting. Why would you post this?
Guys gotta eat.
This is just horrible. Yeah, what's happening?
Basically, she'll look at the kid and she'll say,
Brayson.
Brayson, and she'll say, my child, work with the mage to locate Stoneleaf that is going to be as secluded as possible. Say, other than that, the rest of us should be keenly aware that we are likely being watched.
The Mason.
Is that something he says?
No, I'm asking. What are we talking about? Work with the
She said
Mason?
the mage.
Oh, the mage.
Okay.
He's saying him and Arya should try to figure out which of these Stoneleaf pockets is going to be the best to their advantage, even if they're all a trap, you know.
Oh wait, so are you not going for the mill then?
I think we go for the mill. That's the trap.
I thought that's what I just heard.
Yeah, that the mill is the trap. I thought we were going for that, right?
My plan was to ignore the mill and try to find one of these other pockets, even though
Oh.
Canera firmly believes they're all going to be controlled.
Okay, so she thinks the whole thing is a trap, no matter where.
No matter where we go, she thinks that the pockets could all potentially be under their control. But she's saying if we can try to find one that's more secluded, we should at least give that a shot before we commit to jumping into the trap.
Okay, sure, that works. So it's leaning on the kid and Arya to make this happen.
Right, to just see if any of them are feasibly less obviously a trap.
Okay. He'll nod in agreement. If we can avoid the trap, it's best that we do. Arya, can you find this? Find whatever pockets we're looking for.
So, pretty much how this would function is with the 5. Like, I don't really know that there's more for me to discover. Like, we could.
We'll go there. You're just gonna lead us there, basically. You know where they are.
Right. So, you want to take us back to the map?
No.
Yeah. So it sounds like I know that there's some up here, right? Like there's a lot, or it's just kind of like there's a lot up at tree height.
Yeah, it's in the distance.
And there's some right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Arya will say, pretty much any of the Stoneleaf that we can find is going to be at that tree level height. We're going to have to cross through the clearing. So the decision that we need to make is, are we foregoing the one that is right here for what we might find out there?
Can we reach what's here?
You know, say, realistically, probably.
Then we hurry over, we do this quickly, and we leave.
Say, very well. Say, it is honestly in my opinion that no matter where we go, all of the Stoneleaf is going to be monitored. She says that if we have an easier access, she says, just be prepared for a fight. She says, I won't hold your hand.
Understood. With that, we'll start making our way across.
Alright, everyone's heading for the mill.
No.
The middle with a giant sign pointing to it that says "not a trap."
Stoneleaf here.
So let's just, like, no role play, just lay out our plan. It is to go over here and try to access the one that's closest to us.
Right.
If
Basically,
that doesn't work out, then we go to the mill.
No, this is the mill. Canera wanted to not go to the mill first, but Arya basically said, look, we have pretty easy access over here. If we're going to fight, most likely anyway, why don't we just try to do what's here? Yeah. And Canera's kind of like, that's fine because I'm not scared of anything. And also, we have no, like, in her opinion, she thinks they're all going to be controlled anyway.
Yeah, Arya's point is that we're out in the open either way. Like, we've got to go across this giant-ass meadow clearing to get to the ones that are in the trees on the other side. This one at least has a way to access it. Okay. So realistically, we're going to have to fight whether we do it here or there, so we may as well use the one that we could get to.
Sure.
And it's basically the enemy you know versus, like, we don't really know what the landscape looks like over there, so it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, that's waste of time.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And before, I don't want Mac alone to get up there and then I, like a dickhead, surprise her with like, oh, it's actually this. As usual, it's like a crafts to harness any kind of this stone, so you guys are aware.
Okay. Can't ask Oster to do everything. I got it, guys.
Oh no.
Dig it out with your hands.
Does this rock look good?
Is this a good rock? This? I don't know this stuff.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
I'm such a loser.
I'm a prefect of Polis. I'm surrounded by fucking trees. What am I doing?
If only Bonfrey were here.
Oh god, if
Fucking
only.
later.
Alright, so
That is a tree.
it let's see, walking almost a mile. What's the
1.6
average-
kilometers.
yeah. What's the average walking speed for
It's like
mile?
11 minutes a mile.
Average walking
For
speed's
walking?
like 3.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, I thought it
Alright, it takes you
roughly
20
takes
minutes.
11 minutes. I thought it takes roughly 11.
If you're running,
I don't know.
I got like
Chicago
13-minute miles in school.
Wait, really?
All right. Average walking speed is about 3.1 miles per hour.
Anyway, it takes 20 minutes.
Oh.
You guys walk and stalk and jock through the jungle. And you round this massive feat of architecture, to be frank. Walking by it, Keisan reaches out like a child out of the car and just brushes his hand against the massive stonework of the arch. And he just looks up at it with wonder, although it often gets cut off by jungle, especially the jungle that is growing directly around him. Right behind Canera, there's just sort of a, like, wake behind a boat, this trail of grown grass. And then eventually you round the other side. Which, I'm just gonna have you come out this side and pretend now the map's reversed. It's not that important. Let's see. I'll draw a little contraption up.
You can tell this content was really rushed through at the end. Just reusing assets.
Yeah, I didn't really test it.
Yeah, it's just recolors of the same shit.
There's an evil ostrich that's just black, painted black. It's a squawk.
Strekos.
Not Strek.
Not Strek.
Not
Oh, man.
Strek.
And some more advanced fucking contraption that gets it up. You know what it is.
Yep.
It's this.
You already
It's
know
a
what the fuck's
platform
going
attached
on.
to a series of pulleys. This scaffolding up the side of the thing, and it's built. It looks like it goes all the way. Well, it's hard to see past this big angular building that, kind of like a beehive growing on something, encapsulates the underside of the archway and disappears into the forest of Stoneleaf.
Mm.
And this platform raises with a pulley system, a crank, directly up into that mill.
How big is the platform? Large enough for like multiple people? What's it look like?
Yeah, it's about 3.
Fits 3. Okay.
3 people or 1 motes.
Damn.
See ya. I turn myself in. Okay. Around the corner and approach.
Alright. Yeah, obviously, Canera will hop on Broad.
Ostrich, you should join her.
Yeah, he'll get on.
How many of us can it take?
3.
3.
3, but I might even suggest keeping us 3 down here.
Canera is going to detach the child from her back. And
Disengage
she's
his
going
BB
to
unit.
detach him. She's going to have him go over with Moats.
He'll go and lean against the wall and have his bad leg hiked up off the ground.
Be as quick as you can.
Bees.
Bees as quick as you can. I say as they descend, and the bees start attacking.
Canera will look to Ostrich. Oh gosh, but we need him. We need him for the crafts roll.
Yep.
Eh, kind of want Arya for her ability to find the shit.
I feel like it's pretty much just right here at this point. It's stone that looks like leaves.
Yeah, and two meatheads
Yep.
who have no
Start
ability to
chipping
hold
rocks
fragile
off the
shit.
fucking pillar, like
Just-
they're chipping bricks off of it.
But I don't really want to leave these two unattended is kind of my issue. Kanera looking at Moats, the boy, and then Arya, and then Ostrich. She's actually gonna step off the platform and she's going to say, "Mage, go with the knight." She won't stutter like I did.
I'm not nervous. Just
go with the knight.
Go.
She'll just hop on. She's not gonna give two.
I'm trying to
Fuck
read
you.
Kanera
Oh, and
with a 0.
where is my check this deceive? Woo!
All right.
I know we're all trying with our terrible empathy stats. We are trying.
Yep, gotta give it a chance.
She'll say, Knight, can you send the, what is this? The mechanism, back to the bottom once you've reached the mill.
All right.
Should there be any issue, alert me.
Jump.
Jump.
I'll catch you.
But I believe a delicate hand is required, says and I honestly do not know one stone from the next. Come back with as much as you can.
Can do.
She'll kind of wave him off with a hand.
Slaps his ass.
Get in there, bud.
Oh. All right.
I'll go over and operate the mechanism.
You go and you operate the mechanism, but you run off of it, and you've already hit the floor thing, so the elevator goes without you, and now you gotta call it back and wait. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, they just start cranking their way up. You gotta hand crank it. There's not too fine of technology out here in the moon. A locomotive is kind of the most advanced thing anybody's seen.
Oh, god damn it.
So it's a good several minutes as you guys are just slowly disappearing from sight. Oh wow. It's weird to see it like this. I considered the party as 5 people, but one of them's me. So
Yeah.
watching Arya and Ostrich disappear. Oh, nice crank.
I made a crank.
I like it.
Good job.
Zoop. Yeah, your models go up. Just your models go up and not.
The physics are bad on this one.
This game fucking sucks. And they eventually you see the bottom of the platform and they disappear from sight.
Carol watch as they go, with their arms crossed,
Disapproving.
disapproving the whole time.
Have they made it yet?
Says, I believe they are almost to the top.
We're to join them once they send the mechanism back.
So long as there is not any trouble, says, you and the child should stay far away from it as you can. Says, as long as we can keep him in our pocket, he will remain our surprise. It is the one thing they are not suspecting. Says, and frankly, he's injured.
Ah, yes, it is a tactical decision then. Nods.
Say, and normally I wouldn't feel so empowered to send the mage off to do such work. However, I don't believe she intends to run, not with the child nearby.
I've spoken to her, and I think we can rely on her seeing this through.
With all
There's a
due
vested
respect,
interest. Continue.
yes, just say, with all due respect, I don't believe a single word out of her mouth. Arisha's like, you talking shit about me?
Yo, what the fuck?
Says, but I do understand motive, says, and she has a vested interest in this child. Therefore, she would not simply abandon him if she had the choice.
I don't want to be a shaman.
Says, I don't expect that you would, says, you are a bright young man.
With practical abilities. Ones that would fit nicely into our empire. Should you choose so.
He says, I could do that?
Yes, if anyone could, it would be you.
Kinera will speak up and she'll say, I was not originally of the Empire.
What?
I was roughly your age when I was inducted.
What were you?
She'll consider her wording and she'll say, I came from a place that did not believe in Exosa. They believed in their own separate interests and their own separate gods. They were selfish.
He says, but there aren't any other gods.
No, says that. But that is not what they chose to believe. Says that is not what those in charge told those who could not possibly know better.
He says, oh, that's evil.
It was. And because of their heresy, many thousands of people, innocent lives died. Innocent lives that could not be saved by Exosa because they did not know Exosa existed.
He nods and is just kind of looking at the ground considerately.
Exosa could save you. Exosa is forgiving and all-knowing if you only accept him into your heart.
As the elevator reaches its station and comes to a rest, as you guys are swathed in darkness, well, not complete darkness, but it's like lamplit in here.
Yeah.
The lamps are currently... Yeah, it's a lot like this. That's pretty good.
It's a good image.
It's from Dark Messiah. Good game.
That sounds anti-religious. I'm gonna... Yeah, just, it's a good image.
I'm gonna ban that.
I'm not gonna worship the devil or anything, so just...
Devil is in it.
Oh my god.
You can kill him.
Oh.
You
All
can.
right.
Become a new devil.
Mm-hmm. So it's stuffy in here. The air smells as though fresh sand is kicked up. It's kind of very... Did I say stuffy?
Yes.
It's dank.
That dank weed.
And the walls are lit currently by lamps, and it's a narrow hallway.
All right. Let me see if there's. Wait a minute. You already said it was. Wait, it's already lit?
Yeah. It's lit,
Oh,
Stank.
fam.
that's.
It's dank and lit.
Hell yeah, 2020.
I'm
does it-
420 for 2020.
Does it look like people have used this recently?
You could investigate for that. I'm not gonna tell you any fucking more than that.
Oh, okay.
How fucking dare you?
I'm not gonna do it though.
All right, fine. They have been. God,
Oh,
pressure.
Well, I guess I don't know.
Wow, bad. Yeah, you go and move it around, and it looks like you don't feel like it's been touched. It could be they just leave these burning on a long wick.
Well, Ostrich will turn to Arya and say, I'm sure you will have your barons better than I would place, at least for finding this stuff.
Is that a new role with being in the new area?
You know generally where it is, but a new roll will help you refine it.
Okay, let's see. There we go. It's bound to bounce back at some point.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's dark.
You definitely know which way down the hall to go.
Okay.
But you can't really detect if there's just such a cloud of information here, and you're not exactly hitting solid stone off of which to vibrate. So
Sure.
it could be you'd be stepping out onto a walkway and it's surrounded by Stoneleaf, or it's an enclosed space where he's milling Stoneleaf.
She'll begin to walk, and she'll say, I've got a general idea, yeah. Just keep an eye out for traps if you can. I can pretty much only feel rocks.
All right.
And both of you can roll notice.
It's a trap.
Nice to see the truth.
There's just a bear trap right in front of you.
Arya
Ostrich.
notices the trap as it closes around her fucking tibia.
Ostrich, your elf ears catch the sound of echoing footsteps down the other way. They're coming up behind you.
Oh, shit. Ostrich will quickly turn to Arya. Someone's coming.
She'll, let's see.
Oh, I'm just the son of a miner's boy, a miner's... Oh!
Yeah. That was attempting to fucking hide somewhere.
Slap into the wall.
Arya
What the fuck?
puts her fucking hands over her eyes.
Ostrich got a head start. That's the logic there.
Yeah. Yeah, Arya, not able to fucking find a hiding spot, is just gonna square her paws and get ready to fucking fight this fighter.
Arya, where do you attempt to hide?
I almost imagine that with a 0, she just kind of clatters in place looking for a hiding spot and is just making noise trying to locate one.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you why you should have made the attempt. This man is 2 below you. You're hidden.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Damn.
Whatever there's in the room to fucking hide, if I can wedge between like 2 shelves, I would do it.
Arya does like a shitty job. She just kneels behind a barrel.
Goes under a table, which for some reason works. And
Yeah.
90.
No one can see down there.
Why does that work?
I don't know.
Good point.
Hey, are you a mage with those Empire people? No. All right.
I was gonna do an overly niche ref where, like, in Metal Gear Solid, Snake just like hides behind a bed in plain view, and just the guy doesn't see him for like 7 straight minutes until he does. It's some nonsense.
Under a bed, barely.
But you do that, and then you hear the footsteps stop echoing. You know, like a shadow gets smaller as it rounds the corner. That happens, and the footsteps stop echoing and start being just... You can hear the guy's footsteps on the gravelly floor as Solomon, I think his name was, rounds the corner. He's wiping his hands off, and he is alone. And passes right through this passage. He's not even looking. He's like rubbing his eyes. He passes through the other side and goes down the direction you were going.
Ooh. Arya will she'll come out of her hiding spot, and I guess with a fucking 3 is not able to find Ostrich.
Ostrich will move the bucket that was in front of where his head was, so it's just blends in perfectly.
Ostrich steps out of the line of suits of armor holding halberds.
Yeah. I was gonna say something like that, but there wouldn't be armor here. Anyway,
She'll jump at him, suddenly moving, turning around as if to fight him, and then realizing it's him, and she'll say, "The man who just passed through here, his name is Solomon. He is the one who refused to sell us the Stoneleaf back in the city."
Man, thank God I sent Arya, who knows who this person is, so Ostrich and Kara didn't murder an innocent man.
He's not innocent.
I mean, he ratted us out.
Yeah, but also
He's a
maybe
fucking
it could have
snitch.
cost his life.
You're gonna
you
fucking
know?
kill him in front of his family.
Ostrich will say, "What's he doing here after you refused to sell it to?"
She'll say, "It's his primary export, precious stones." She'll say, "But he is directly cooperating with the Beetle Riders to keep it out of our hands. So he's not exactly on our side."
Is that Arya's colloquial name for them?
They're
called Scarab Riders officially.
Oh, what did I call them? Beetle Riders?
She has very faithfully said Beetle Riders.
Oh, that's my understanding of them. She'll every time she says Beetle, she's saying Scarab. It's just another actor ADRs it. Stop game.
Son of a bitch. It's that damn extra time it took me to put the space in there. It's too slow.
Just by chance for you to ghost.
Ostrich will say, "And he refused to sell it to you because he sold it to someone else?"
It sounds like his hand was forced by the Scarab Riders, that he was threatened, but I'll be honest, I'm not the best at reading people.
Well, if anyone knows where it's gonna be, it's him, so we might as well follow.
I agree. So I think we're just gonna Scooby-Doo creep up behind this man.
They're following him, and every time he turns around, Ostrich stands completely still, and Arya just like hides behind him. And he's like, "Is that a suit of armor? No, come back."
Was that always there? Yeah, it was. I just bought that.
Oh, it's so cool.
That is a really cool suit of armor.
I'm gonna have to ask who put that down here.
God damn it, Carlos! Your interior design is second to none.
Once you guys continue through the hallway, it opens up to this broader workroom. The workroom has a single exit. It goes down another dark hallway, although that appears unlit currently. There are some windows in here. There's some natural light getting in, but mostly torchlight does the work. And Solomon scoots up to a bench, sits himself down, and starts chipping away at a project on his desk.
I guess we're probably still just watching him from a corridor, and Ostrich will turn to Arya. "Well, we can do this one of two ways, and I'm sure I don't have to spell them out for."
Arya will look after him and she'll say, "Do we know if he's alone?"
Wouldn't hurt to check one more time.
All right.
Where are you looking?
Just listening for any other sounds of movement.
Yeah, I'm looking directly in the room he's in.
He's completely alone in the room, and it's a pretty bare bones room. There's not much to hide behind. So Arya would be perfectly at home here. And down the hallway, There's no more activity, just wind howling.
She'll say, well, he may be obstructing us. He is a otherwise loyal supporter of the Empire. If we don't have to, I would prefer not to kill him.
In that case, I'll be staying back here until, well, I'm needed.
Looming.
Yeah. She'll say,
Guard the door.
well, don't hesitate. If the room's flooded, you know what to do.
I'll
And
keep watch for anyone coming up on us as well.
I'll do my best to enter the room quietly.
0.
Steps on a Stoneleaf.
Yeah.
My
the series of whoopee cushions that he's making.
At a match, he kind of starts. He just got that sense where you're like, your brain hears it, but your conscience doesn't necessarily, and so he starts looking up, and he's like squinting at the air, although he hasn't quite traced you on your path yet.
Let's see. Man, I'm trying to justify and deceive, but
Who's in here?
who's fucking here? Nobody.
No
Well,
one.
it's a successful deceive,
Yeah.
so.
No
Your
one.
imagination.
She'll just catch him as soon as he begins to turn. She'll say, Solomon.
He startles and knocks something over.
Here's what she will say. She'll say, all right. She'll say, she'll say, don't scream out. I have a small army with me.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
she's
Ostrich
not
is the
barely-
small
Not
army.
really lying, but she is.
A tiny army, one man. He's just going to freeze in place until he finally finds you.
She'll say, I'm going to need all of the Stoneleaf that I can carry out of here, no questions asked.
He gulps and says, no problem. We're going to have to obtain it. Should take a few minutes.
She'll say, a few minutes like last time.
I don't have to leave your sight this time. And he'll point down the dark hallway.
She'll say, are you alone, Solomon?
Yes. Ah!
Wow.
Yeah, he starts burning.
No.
Broder.
You can trace the fear in his voice. He is alone this time. He appears eager to let you know. Well, he appears a little afraid to let you know that.
Okay. She'll say, very good. Take me to it.
He'll get up from the bench and dust himself off and go over to a cabinet and retrieve some devices from it. He hands you a collection bucket.
She'll take it with as it hits the ground because she has no muscles. She'll take it like, this is really heavy.
And he's going to start down the dark hallway and just stop and one by one light the lamps.
She'll turn to where Ostrich is in the dark, and she'll motion for him to follow, and she'll walk pretty closely with Solomon.
Yeah, I'll just fall behind, but pretty far back.
As he's walking, he won't turn, but nervously, just talking over his shoulder, say, "What does the prefect need so badly with this Stoneleaf?"
Just say, my conditions were all I could carry and no questions asked.
And he'll just shake his head and face forward. Pretty eager to help a prefect for a shot. He doesn't know. Nobody knows this anymore. I need to remember the disguises.
Right. Yep.
I guess he really hasn't used anything around him, so he just knows that you're a scary woman.
You said she has an army, like, dramatically.
Yeah, that's true. No comment then. He will just continue, and it's a fair walk, but eventually it opens up into this really interesting, like, lattice work, this open air platform. With a nice stable base, this knit wood, like wicker, but fucking substantial. But the sides are open. You know, it's like a framework, and the stone leaf grows in through the windows. And he gets down and starts doing this particular process. He's shaving bushels off, and a lot of it crumbles. So it's kind of a process of like spilling a lot of it, and then catching what you can into the bucket.
Okay.
Back on the ground.
We're fine.
I made the right choice.
He's gonna be okay. And we finally didn't put both of our fighters away from the party.
Yep.
Yeah.
We learned
I thought it'd be fun for you
14
and
sessions in, we figured it out.
you and Ostrich to have a little sojourn.
Kason is just looking upwards, and then around to you both, and then he kind of like stares at Moats and says, "It seems like you can see sometimes, but you're blind."
Are you blind?
Now, I think he will ask that way. It'll be awkward. It'll be like, "All right, so you're blind?"
Only to the world, yes. I can still see its people.
Oh.
Exosa made me like this, so that I could be a judge and see through the deceptions that people use to lie, to hide their true allegiance.
He'll just go, "Wow." And he's kind of looking down at the ground. He appears to have some energy because he chooses to stand rather than sit. His leg is swinging, and he's just kicking at tufts of grass with it. Tufts of grass that grow increasingly more kickable as they grow just ever so slightly up toward him.
I'll expound upon it and say, to me, each person is a burning flame. Yours is extremely bright, especially for one so young.
Oh.
I could tell you were unique. Arya, the mage, saw it before I did, but it's plain for anyone that's looking.
Yeah, she's unique.
You seem exhausted by uniqueness.
It's a lot of it at once.
Yeah. It is, but...
Can I also I would not call her unique.
He is still a child. I don't think he should learn the words you'd call her.
He looks up with like a bright smile, says, "Oh no, yeah, I guess not." He like catches himself very obviously.
Just kind of smiles. Go ahead, Panera.
Can I all say I don't know, she is just very
Well,
No worries.
he's got his own train of thought. He says,
yeah, go ahead.
"Why can I be tribune, but shamans are illegal.
From my understanding, it's because the mages are practicing magic that is known but out, whereas this is something new, right?
I could tell you directly, but I feel like you would have this knowledge if you knew the laws by heart.
Okay. Oh, it's the magician's folly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I understand that much. 1 second.
Yeah, I think the text of it explains. Canera, fill air.
No, I've got it. Yeah. Hold on.
And Karen's doing a dance.
I think it'd be interesting if
What?
Canera gave her ignorant answer first. What does Canera think?
Honestly, Canera was going to defer to Moats as lawman, but
I've got it.
Okay.
all right, go ahead.
He will look towards him and, putting his hand on the book, recite, "Those who work the powers of magic must do so with my distinct permission. If in the conduct of the Overlord's will, a mage inadvertently causes harm due to the unknowable perils of magic, the mage shall not be held liable if the magic was used for the glory of the Overlord. Your magic, something new, could be glorious."
But I hurt my brother.
Those are the perils we face. It says so in the laws, and you've learned it. To most, it's just words. And you will carry that hurt with you, I understand that much. I carry my own burdens, but I can see further because of them.
Dave posting as Erasmus makes a very interesting point. I wonder if Moats has...
No, that is literally what I said earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
literally, I
Risking it
explicitly
all.
said that. I
Moses'
explicitly
fucking
said that
redemption
to
arc.
Arya.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, I explicitly said that earlier because I recognized it.
What does Canera know about magic? Like, the player, I think I know that there are, like, so many schools and that, like, ones outside of that are, like, illegal?
I can follow that up.
Yeah, tell me exactly what you want Canera to know, and I feel like it's a lore. Because it's something she doesn't need to know. Like, I can freshen Kane up on what he's supposed to know. Like, you have the laws on hand.
Basically, I just want to know whether Canera understands that what this kid is doing is, like, not eagerly accepted and that he's going to have to, like, prove his mettle.
Yeah, roll lore.
Okay.
Okay. Your knowledge of tribunes, which is admittedly mainly focused on the Archbishop, is that there have been several potentials. But the Canera knows it's about, proving metal, proving you deserve jurisdiction over something, that you have a place in the Empire. Because it's not just assigned for coming with a new form of magic or... it's not even explicitly about magic, but often these great individuals seem to cultivate this new form others study under. It's almost automatic. And that there's a real chance of this kid being killed if he's judged not to have muster, especially if he's brought in at this age. And I think beyond that, Canera doesn't know the ins and outs of what a court would think about this.
All right. Canera will say, and I mean, Canera's killed probably a lot of illegal mages in her time, or at least been privy to people being captured for that. What makes it super illegal is just the fact that they practice outside of an archbishop, or not archbishop, the tribunes, like, say so.
I'm gonna say, since you just said it, that's your basic understanding, yeah.
Okay. Can Carol say, there are those that command magic, and that there are those that follow them. Mages command their own magic, and the Empire does not see fit for them to do so.
Many act recklessly. Hussein is right in saying this. Without control, without a steady hand, there will always be fighting. The rebellion that rises even now thinks that it will last forever, but there's only one true force, and that is Exosa. Undeniable, unkillable, above us.
He says, oh, like how lawbringers and town guard should be the only ones carrying weapons.
That's right. They've been granted the permission and the wisdom to carry them. If you were Tribune, you would prove that you too were worthy of carrying that weapon, of protecting these people and guiding them. This forest could be your fiefdom.
There's just a world of consideration going on in his head as he nods along, like respectfully, but is looking at the ground, just a tiny head full of thoughts.
You are young. There's much to consider, but it is something that you will have to decide upon. Canera can guide you, and so can I. If you have questions, it's my duty as prefect to answer them.
Carol say, and make no mistake, the mage is nowhere near as unique as you.
His head tilts up, and he says, but if it's about proving that you're able, and you cultivate something inside of you, then I think, and there's a crack on the air, and the next thing you hear is a yelp from the boy, and he falls to the ground.
Ooh!
Gun!
He's got a gun!
Gun!
He is flat. And I guess both of you can roll notice.
Here comes a 0. Called it.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Sometimes it's just
Hello?
mean.
Hello? I'm so cold. Anybody?
You said there was a cask of Amontillado.
For the love of God, Canera! Yes, for the love of God.
Oh.
Canera, your eyes are like lightning, and you snap, and you can see the stretch of, I don't even know what it's like. It's made out of leather, and it's gnarled, and you follow the trail over to its origin, and see this absolute force of people coming out of the jungle, and the rope, the whip, leads to the hand of the man you saw riding the lid of Emotes. Oh, that fits nicely. The man, adorned in armor, in this decorated helmet that looks similar to Artis's, but more ornate, but equally dirtied. And he says, I'm going to have to interrupt you.
Stand up.
Canera simply turns around, just removes her weapon from its kind of unique sheath that kind of rests over her shoulder.
I think you know better than to do that.
Say, then you do not know me very well at all.
Who are we speaking to?
What's his name? Mac forgot.
You do not know this? You shall learn better. I am master of all beasts. General Shendo of the Scarab Riders.
Yes, Shendo.
Sorry, I didn't know if we were continuing.
Yeah, I mean, we're close to end. I could have ended it on that, but I feel like, I don't know, just have a couple lines of dialogue. This won't take anywhere more than 10 minutes.
Play the last bit out.
Kara will kind of simply just position herself in front of the kid and the other kid. You're both children.
That's right.
She'll say, Prefect,
Saint.
Mom.
take the child. Say, go into the mine. Because I am assuming that the thing came back down like I said it should.
No, they forgot. Just fuck it. Oh, yeah, it's there.
You're going to be quick.
Says, take your time.
You don't seem to understand your position.
I start shouldering the kid up. I'll start running for it.
He's going to draw his arm in and yank the child from your hands.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
Can I physique?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, do it.
Oh, be my guest.
I want to.
I like the attempt, Moats.
There's a yelp, as a scream really, as he's yanked by broken leg. Because he wrapped around his broken leg, by the way. I don't know if I specified.
Okay.
And he hits the ground and groans, his face in the dirt. And Shendo, with the whip wrapped around his knuckles, says, I can put an end to a tribune in training in your little party in less than an afternoon. But that's not our aim. There's a reason we left you alive until now, Prefect. Saint.
Well, you've spoken long enough. I'm not going to stop you. Why did you keep us alive?
You know how to enter the spire. And it appears to very prevalently have to do with Stoneleaf. That is what we gathered out of your talks thus far, your journey through my jungle.
Do you even understand the spires? Are you just chasing them?
It is what I sent Ardis to do. He was found not intelligent enough. So, I am seeing to this personally, seeing as it has the law's attention.
You've come to collect us.
Yes. I will find out what you are doing. And you will open the spire for me.
If we do this, you will not touch a hair on any of them. The Saint, the Southerner, the Mage, and especially that boy.
It is not explicitly necessary to kill you.
We were going to find our way north anyways. Might as well be with you, yes.
That's a wise decision, Prefect. That's a very wise decision. And then Arya
Right.
falls from above and splatters against the ground. We'll find out what happened there next time.
We don't know what happened.
It's a little cliffhanger, and then we'll see the other side of the story next episode.
Love it. Love it.
Very good.
No, I meant about the Arya thing, but thank you.
Cliffhanger.
Ah, that's pretty funny.
Sort of a cliff kind of thing.
Yeah, like a cliff.
You have to be
All
really
right.
smart for everything.